Okay, this is the south gate. There's one gate on this side, I'm closing it. South condensing unit. Running nice and good. I said I'm closing it. Look how loose that is. Okay, kind of close. South side of the small garage, this is the main service disconnect. Is it got labeled? Yes, it is labeled. We got protective conductors? We do. A grounding rod properly buried? It sure is. You know what I'm not seeing? Bonded? Yeah. You know what I'm not seeing? I'm not seeing a notice about where the bonding was. Okay. Of course, it's right there in your face. Can you see in there? Okay, this goes to the primary load center. And there's supposed to be fire caulk in here. Now, I've been working a lot in multi-housing, and so that might be an international building code or national electrical for construction. You know, it might be something like that. But since that's, you know, if this box melts down, there's nothing to keep it from going into your house. Just a thought. And then coming on along, again, same wall, south wall, small garage, primary load center, secondary load center. Pretty much textbook here. I'm not finding a lot except that it's hand labeled. Both of them are hand labeled. See that? That's handwriting. See where it says danger? See where it says square D? That's printing. See where it says Fox Electric? That's printing. I didn't wake up this morning wondering how I was going to piss off the builder. I just didn't. You know? So the International Residential Code says that should be printed. The National Electrical Code says that should be printed. The Manufacturer's Installation Instructions Supersedes Code, and Square D thinks that should be printed. So that wasn't me. That wasn't me at all. And coming over here, if I can read it, subpanel, AC. I don't know why there's a lockout for the AC, because there's a disconnect over by the condensing unit. So I don't know why there's a lockout for it. The lockout should be for the kitchen range. And then the clothes dryer, both of them. Clothes dryer above here, this. Okay, that right there, that should be GFCI protected. We got another clothes dryer around here somewhere. I imagine that would be 30 amps. I don't know which one of these are. We got another dryer. So it'd be right above the oven. Air conditioning, oven, dryer. That should be GFCI protected. And then this lockout, now here we are, it'd be free part that doesn't have to be there, not required to be there. This sucker's trying to bite me. You just move that over to the range and that would make everybody happy. Range does not have a lockout. But the range is not GFCI, nor was it required when the house was built. It's a new requirement. The lockout wasn't required until the house was built, but again, a new requirement. But it's a safety device, so I'm calling it out. Then we go over here to the air conditioning units. Here and here, 40 and 40. Okay, those breakers are too large for the condensing units. The units will run in if you have an oversized breaker that will allow the units to operate in critical mode for an extended period of time, causing damage to the systems. So those are overfused breakers. And then this circuit breaker goes to the kitchen. All right, turn you off. All right, turn you back, but you won't turn back on. So the kitchen will not turn back on. And that's this panel. Now this panel, okay, this is the primary, this is the secondary load center. Okay, we're not supposed to have any contaminants inside the cabinet. Okay, it's on the bus bar. I don't see any on the breakers. Do you think it's behind the breakers? They were so accurate with their spraying, do you think? I don't. I mean, I do. I mean, I think there's contaminants behind there. What else, bud? Oh, I got a couple other things. Not supposed to be more than 1/8 of an inch gap. Oh, that could go for this one too. And this is both cabinets. Not more than 1/8 of an inch gap. So when the panel cover's on, and you got that kind of gap, well then if this cabinet melts down, it goes down here to the drywall. The drywall burns fast. And not to the drywall, but the paper on the drywall burns fast. It'll come on in. So we got debris, we got gaps on the cabinet, we got debris on the bus bar, we got our kitchen breaker, we got our oversized condensing units, our dryers are not GFCI protected, wrong labeling, handwritten. What else have we got? One other thing. Now, unfortunately, we live in a time and a place where nothing is safe. And the builder has locked up these cabinets. And that's a good proactive move. Now, on this lock, on the primary cabinet, the builder was able to use the standard screws. Okay? So, everything works as planned. But on this cabinet, for whatever reason, the builder used these big old long hairy, big old wide hairy screws. Alright? These things will chew up your wires. Now I'm going to be pretty safe putting that back. But the rule is you don't use this type of screw. That's what the rule is. And then if you look at this screw compared to that screw, you see the threads are wider. Also, do you see the diameter of the shank is wider. So you see that this hole is wider than this hole. So what you get is when you do get a screw, the right screw, when you move in, and the builder takes his gates, his locks away, the normal screws, this is a normal screw right here. Normal screws don't work. So, wrong kind of screws.